好，我是无所不能的 EC Carrie。那今天跟你们看一个视频是，我觉得看了以后非常有感触的，因为你们知道 Carrie 也是个退休模特，然后关于模特身材焦虑这个事情，其实比普通人更焦虑。大家都知道越瘦越好看，那很多人都很在意自己的身高啊、体重啊各方面。但是作为模特，你知道你要上得了 T 台，拍摄的时候衣服要穿得进，那拍摄的衣服都是 XSS， 你知道吗？样衣。所以呢，就对模特身材焦虑在这方面非常的重要。那我收到了很多后台的信息，都问我说，这些身高我多少重才能来你们家投简历？女孩子哈，170左右大概是50公斤，然后175左右大概是52到53，178左右是53到54。男模特大概是在185以上，就是188左右，大概是在65公斤到68公斤之间。模特的这个体重要求，也就是代表着你的身材最起码 basically 是不是可以符合我们的规定。因为模特里面占优势的很多都是你腿比较长，或有些人他的骨架就相对比较大，但他的骨型长得好，这对模特来说都是非常重要的。模特而且有时候你知道保持身材就狂瘦一段时间以后，你要维持这个基础体重，然后让它保持在一定的状态，保持1-2年，而且不能发胖。所以模特这个身材焦虑是一个很重要的事情。
I went to meet with the agency and they measured me and they told me that I needed to lose, I think it was like 2 inches off my hips and maybe 2 off my waist. I was a perfectionist, so I associated doing a good job with modeling with losing the weight. So I did. And it started out as just being more mindful, I guess. And then it did escalate and escalate and escalate. My lowest weight was 98 pounds when I was 17. And that was after I had just done a very successful season in Paris.
There was one casting in London. I was 17. I remember walking into the room full of people, and the designer gave me this bodysuit to put on. There was no changing room. She made me just get naked. And she took one look at my body and kind of snickered and laughed, said, "That's not going to work." And then walked out of the room, left me there naked to put back on my clothes in a room full of people.
When you're 15, you already have all this pressure all over, you know? And to have everybody watch you grow up and just judge you and all that kind of stuff was tough, you know?
I went to Paris. And after the first day of castings, my agency told me that the response from my first day of castings for shows was that I had gained too much weight and was unusable for the shows. We flew home the following day, and the day after that, there was a headline on the front page of the fashion section of the Wall Street Journal that said, model Ally Michaels sent home for being too fat. To have this expose on the thing that I felt most insecure about in my life, reaching everyone, was absolutely mortifying.
I don't know, I feel like I was publicly shamed, but, you know, I also just, it shouldn't be a big deal, really. But it did affect me at the time. I wanted to hide. And I didn't want a lot of people kind of, putting cameras in my face and putting me on front covers of newspapers.
What I was receiving for many years was that my body was not right. And it's almost impossible to erase that. And I thought, that I had really gotten it under control and that I was in a really healthy place. And I, earlier this month, got the opportunity to cast for this job that I've wanted for my whole career. And they tell you a month ahead of time so you can get ready for it. And the entire month was like torture for me.
Did you get the job?
No.
就你看到全世界 世界名模都在那边哭，他们每次去工作，然后给他一件衣服是他穿不上的，这个变成了他们在模特职业生涯里面觉得非常痛苦的一个 moment， 自尊心受到伤害，或者是自己的容貌焦虑，一直是世界名模，然后你看到新入行的人永远都比你瘦，他们比你年轻。所有人哥还给我发了一条信息跟我说，那你说一下，你一直说你们家模特减肥励志，你说一下你们家有没有失败案例？失败案例就是我。因为为什么我从来都没有非常瘦，而且就算我在一开始做模特的6个月里面，我其实模特的时间做得非常短，是因为我都比所有的模特要大那么一圈。就算我是有腹肌，看上去非常 fit， 但是我从来都没有那种那么薄那么干瘦过。因为我现在觉得说能够把喜欢这个行业的孩子就是培养上他们的模特这样的一个道路，一直都是我的梦想。所以呢，我现在觉得比我自己做模特更高兴。老实说啊，如果减肥不成功的失败案例在此，你可以围绕模特行业啊、时尚圈啊去做很多跟时尚有关系，你会觉得更有 interesting。好了，关于体重这个事情，我们今天就分享到这里。大家也看到这些国际名模，他都会觉得焦虑，所以 please don't worry about yourself， 你都是唯一的。银河系里面的 only one， 所以呢，无论你想展示自己，可以通过各种各样的途径去展示你自己。发言结束，然后祝你们有美好的一天，记得给我点赞。
I came into this industry as a teenager and then I hit puberty and I was no longer that teenager anymore. I had boobs and, you know, my body wasn't as stick skinny anymore, so I was pressured to go back to being that runway girl. I almost was told that like modeling was done for me, and then Sports Illustrated kind of relaunched my career. So it was a really amazing moment because it was me being me on the cover of a magazine and fully being accepted and embracing myself.